Hello and welcome to FountainFX on Monday the 26th of May 2014. We're looking at the Euro-US dollar on the 4-hour chart. Price is in a downtrend, and we were looking, as we did at the end of last week, we were looking at the bigger picture of the Euro-US dollar, and as a result we identified some significant levels of support and resistance. And two of them are marked on the chart at the moment. So we are looking at area of resistance at 136.50, around about that, and 137, the high line there. If we look based on this area of resistance, we've judged that according to previous area of support where prices came down and then rallied from. When it came down again, it was still not precise, but it still had some area of support in it, and price pushed up again until it eventually pulled through, where it did pull up back to it, and then it was there. It was the start of that very much that large bearish candlestick that we've got there on the 4-hour chart, and now price has pulled back up to it and it has triggered our sell order. So because it's in a downtrend, we are going with the trend and we are selling. Price has pulled up off this spinning top on the 4-hour chart. Our order was triggered, and I put an order at 136.45, just a bit below the 136.48, 136.50 area, because I wanted to allow for spread so that the order would get filled, and it has been. Price has since then gone a bit sideways and pushed slightly higher, and we can see that this trend line has actually been broken. So not to be alarmed at the moment. It is expected that sometimes these things are not absolutely precise. It's not rocket science, but it's still a case that we need to give it some room and allow price to then turn and fall. So if we go into a smaller time frame, because on the 4-hour it's shown that, on the MACD certainly it's shown that price has crossed over and it's pushing up. So we're getting some upwards momentum. So we want to see what's happening on the smaller time frame. So in going down to the 1-hour chart, we can see that price has come up to this area of resistance, and it was triggered at this point. Our order was filled as this candlestick formation came up, and it was very positive when obviously price pushed up into it and then literally turned and fell. However, unfortunately it did turn again and go back against myself. So we have got a higher high that's been formed, so it's still showing it's in an uptrend. However, if we plot a trend line from the lows to the lows, like this, we can actually see that this upward trend has been broken. So that's a positive sign. And we can also see that the high of the MACD, from the high of the price to the next high in price, the MACD is actually pushing down. So it shows there's a change in momentum. Even though it's still saying it's upward momentum, it shows that there's a decline in momentum even though price has gone up, which is MACD Divergence. So that's also another positive sign. So if we draw the highs to the highs, and then we draw on the MACD, if I can, draw the highs to the highs, we can see that the MACD is going down while price is pushing up. So at some point it's going to have to gain some level of I suppose like alignment. There you go. That's the word I was looking for. See, I speak English. I still don't understand the language. So some form of alignment in the sense that it will then come back to the point whereby the MACD is going down and price is going down at the same time. So at this point in time, we've got a divergence on the MACD, so that's also another positive sign. However, price could just be doing this for a very short period of time, and it could have decided that it is just going to go in an upward trend, and this is the time for the euro to start gaining strength against the US dollar, despite the fact that there's a nice big gap in price from here, from the 136.18 all the way down to the 135. But will price fill it? Not necessarily. So we need to be aware of all of this, so that should price start to push against us, we get out quick and we don't have a massive loss, we only have a small loss. So these are all the things we need to be considering when we're trading, and that's really it. We're looking at the fact that we've got some positive signs here. Price has broken below this trend line. The highs, while price is pushing higher, the MACD is actually pushing lower, so there is MACD divergence. and we are in this area of previous resistance where price then fell from last time. So it would be nice to see a continuation in this downtrend, and that this is just a short time pullback for price to continue down. So that's it from FountainFX. We'll keep a lookout on what's happening with this Euro US dollar trade that we're working on, and we will catch you tomorrow. Thank you very much. Bye bye.